took out a couple of little trees here, as you can see right there and there. That way I have more of a bigger area to, you know, to enter the loft area with my truck. I have these two mango trees. They're getting pretty big. I used to enter it through here, right? But you know, as you can see, there's the kind of the well. I don't know what you call it, but kind of like the tap for a well, I guess. So I didn't want to hit it, so let me go ahead and back up. Yeah, so anyways, see how all this works. It's gonna be a one-handed thing. So as you can see, I'm gonna drive it in there. It's like the Blair Witch Project. Alright guys. Right there. And then I'm gonna back it into my loft here. I have a hole that I cut out. Kind of see the hole right there that I cut out. This is how I hand the birds to my wife and kids. So let's see if it's far enough. Yeah, I think that's good. So as you can see, I hand the birds to my wife, who's here, and then they stick it in the thing, the crate. Alright guys.
Good morning from Daytona Beach area. That is the beach line over there. And this is the Banana River. And
We're gonna let them.
we are just gonna let them just kind of do their thing for a little bit, get acclimated, and then we're gonna let them go.
I hope it's not close to the water, like they fall down there.
They won't. They're good. So we'll just give you like a little span of the area. Super pretty here. Like I said, this is the Banana River by Daytona Beach. And if you look at the big tall buildings out there, that is the beach line. All right, how far away from home?
90 miles.
90 miles. So it's about 80 degrees. There's really no wind right now. Well, there's some clouds, I guess, in the area, but not too bad. All right, we're ready. Here we go. And they're off. We're doing some circling here.
That's all of them.
That is it. Right now they're in 3 different little areas, kind of just circling, if you guys can see them. There's one group. There's the second group. And now those guys have hooked up together. And they should merge here pretty soon. Yep, they are. They're doing a little circling. Still circling a little bit.
Where they at?
They are. There you go, you want to light report. I got them on camera. Now they're can't really see them with the tree line, but yeah, they're headed home. There they go. They're all together. They are headed home. So we'll see you on the flip side.
Okay, guys, we're on our way home. We're on I-95, heading south towards Miami. Didn't even realize we were at Daytona Beach right now.
Yeah, that was cool though.
Yeah, because we usually take US 1 on our tosses on our way there, and it can get very distracting. Not really distracting, but you can get carried away, right?
Stuff to see.
There's so many things to see, and you don't even know where you're at.
Yeah, and then we just turned down a residential street, and it was actually a road that went along the Banana River, and then there was no place to stop, so we took a right, and we ended up at the causeway by the beach, by the boat landing, so that was great.
Yeah, because we were just planning on doing 80 miles, 80-mile toss, but it ended up being like almost 100 miles. So. But the birds headed in the right direction right away.
Yeah, they did. Well, and they didn't get a toss last week because you were gone, so that's okay. Or not last week, the week before, so that's okay. They need their exercise.
Yeah, as long as they headed in the right direction. So, you know, we'll see. People are losing birds left and right in the club. So,
Well, we're not sure why.
we'll see. But that's a nice thing about having the clock set up and birds all chipped. You never have to guess, you know, whether they all came home or what. But you do lose birds on these tosses. That's to be expected. Last year we did a toss at Daytona and I lost half the bird. So,
Yep.
and that's after they've raced a couple times already, way beyond Daytona. Anyways, just give you guys a tour of Florida. Florida, USA.
And people that like to go 100 miles an hour on 95.
Yeah, like these guys. Because how fast are you going? You're going 80 and those guys are passing you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had to do 85 to get out of their way.
Yeah, that's Florida
Because they're
driving
pushing
for
me.
you. Yep.
Crazy.
He must be going like almost 100, right?
Oh, they are easily going 100, yeah. Yeah, they're crazy.
And there's the exit for Edgewater and
They
Oakville.
think they're on the Autobahn, and I'm not lying. This is crazy. And the cops are thick today with the rocket launch, so we're not smart.
Oh, that's right.
Not smart.
We have the Artemis rocket launch, which was scrubbed last week. And I wish we'd have recorded it. But along US 1 in Titusville, people are parked there already with their cameras set up and everything.
Like an hour and a half, well, probably more than that. Probably like 3 hours ago they were parked there.
Some of them probably were there last night.
Probably. But we did get to see it. It's very cool. From a
Yeah.
distance.
We're definitely going to see it when they actually launch someone, you know, people back, you know, put people back on the moon.
Well, we're gonna watch it today, but not in Titusville.
Yeah, we're going to watch it today, but we won't be very close. But you will still see the rocket.
And we will feel it.
We should feel it.
You know, that is if it launches today.
Well, usually we can usually hear it in our house,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we feel it, yeah. This one we'll feel because this is the biggest one. We always feel the SpaceX ones all the time, the Falcon.
Yeah,
we always feel
the
those.
SpaceX rocket. We could hear and feel it in our home, inside outside our house.
Well, you can see it, but you can see it go up outside our house, but it's far away.
Right. But this one is supposed to be the biggest rocket, right?
And this is the most powerful, biggest rocket they've made. Yep. So figuring they don't have any issues today, we should have a good launch. Here again, though, it's Florida at 2:17 in the afternoon, and it's showers usually. So we'll see. Hard to say.
Yeah. Ron John Surf Shop, Cocoa Beach. It's almost like iconic, Ron John. Expect to see it.
It is iconic.
But anyways,
Yep.
okay, guys, just giving you a short tour of the place. So, catch you later. All right, guys, my wife and I just got home, waiting for the birds. Got their got the loft all cleaned up, and that stuff on the side is just I gotta sift through the droppings and stuff, but it's sand around the edges, and got their glucose in there. This is what I give them on a training toss when they get back. It's supposed to be good for recovery and things, so I don't expect the birds to be here for another 20, probably 30 minutes. We were just gonna go 80 miles, but in the process of looking for a good tossing point, we ended up going all the way to Daytona Beach. So that's like 94 miles, almost 100 miles. But yeah, this is what I give them. It's a lot of stuff I can't even read. Find the English version here. What's that say? I don't have my glasses, but oh yeah. So vitamins enriched with vitamins immediately absorb in the blood, promotes recovery after a race. So no, it's not a race, but it is still almost a race because we're going, that's 100 miles. So as far as I'm concerned, that's looks like a race. And it is hot, and it's a hot day today, unfortunately, but gotta do it. While we're waiting, here are my hens. I still gotta clean up the loft, but next year I have this little project that I'm gonna, for my race team, I just want the powder blue bars and with white flights if possible. But I want my birds to all look like that if possible, with the performance, of course, not just for the color, right? But like the light blue bar like that, I want all my race team to look like that. That's blueberry right there. I have so many of the I don't know what you call them, the dirty blue bar looking birds, which they're not bad. It's just it just looks kind of exactly what it sounds, dirty. So, but I've got them all here. Hey, this video's for you, Rich, with the 4 flights. So there's the Wolverine bird, the cockbird, looking really nice. And then there's the checkered, the blue check, and this one's also I bought from you. Let's go with the hen side, because one of them is looking really nice. Oh, right there. There's that blue bar hen. That's the very first one that you shipped me. Right there. And then, of course, there's the Jansen one from Brian Lewis. And some of the smaller hens, like this one here. This one here is my wife's, and then that one, those are the Sujin ones from Tony Mendez. Yep, look really nice. And there's Lucy. Wish she was more of a powder blue. Yeah, and then there's the hen from Richard Gorn, 4 flights. But I think that's a Wolverine, Baldwin Pilsen, whatever. I don't have the specs, or not the spec, but the pedigree. But it's looking really nice now that it's sort of done molting. And then there's another hen from Brian Lewis. White bird is from a club member. Gifted that to my daughter. Really nice looking hen, white hen, pure white. Can't remember what he said, but it's from Greg McFarland. B&G loft. And then there's that big guy right there. Class bird, not the white one. Well, the white one is from Greg, also. And then there's one of my winning bird from last year. So as you can see, I'm already kind of gearing up for that look. I want my birds to look like these guys right here. I love the white flights, blue bar, the light blue, powder blue with white flights. That's what I'm wanting my team next year to look like. And of course, I'm not going to sacrifice the performance, right, over color. But if I can have both, why not? I just enjoy watching that kind of color. My wife likes the colorful ones, like she's got a bird here, like she calls them Wu, but it's a dark check with white flights. So anyways, got my clock set. You can see 81, but I don't really have 81. I have 79 birds that I released today, and that's the total. I've lost since I chipped these birds. I've lost 2. So, but yeah, I released the birds at 8:35 a.m. So it should take them about I don't know, less than 2 hours. They should be back anytime soon here. So really hoping I don't lose any birds, or at least not too many. We're getting close to the race season here. It's just right around the corner, and this is not the time to lose, a significant amount of birds. So it's pretty risky, to be honest with you, but you gotta toss them. You gotta, it won't do you any good if you don't train them right. Unfortunately, our first race is 180 miles, and that's just kind of how it worked out with the combine, because we're the long enders. It's not what I want. Hopefully we can do better than that next year. But 180 miles is that's for the first race. It's pretty long distance for the first race, right? For young birds. Ideally, I would prefer 140 or a little less, but yeah, we're sort of the kind of a guest honorary club to fly with them. So and it's fine, but definitely next year I'm hoping that it's gonna be a shorter one for the first, at least for the first 2 races. Beyond that, I don't care. You'd stick with their schedule, but the first 2 races I'd like it to be more favorable for us. It also helps us with our training because, you know, normally I just go 50, do a 50 mile, 60 mile toss, call it good, right? But now I got to go 80, 100, maybe 120. Some of our club members are doing 120, so I don't think it's necessary, but I think 100 is as far as I'll go. But you know, that's me. Whatever. So we'll see. You know, but you definitely need the birds definitely need to be conditioned to handle that distance, at least 100 for this 180 mile race. So, but it is pretty risky to, you know, be going at this. There's so many things that could happen along the way. You know, I mean, they could get tangled up with other birds and veer off to the point where, you know, they get too exhausted and land somewhere and get lost. Who knows? But I have confidence in our birds. And, you know, I take really good care of them. I medicate them to make sure they're healthy, and I mean, that's about all you can do. And then you do your training tosses and fly them around the loft, condition them. You know, I don't think there's anything else that's magical that you can do, or quote unquote secret. You know, I used to run marathons, so you know, I didn't do anything mystical or anything like that. You know, I just ate right, trained, and you know, get enough rest. So we'll see. The bird should be here soon, and I'm hoping for a good return. So okay, I'm gonna pause the video for a moment. My arms are getting tired, and we'll pick it back up when the birds arrive.